Life has a knack for testing us, making us feel like we're battling uphill. Sometimes we must release control, have faith, patience, and courage, and let God take over. It may be tough, but once we do, things start to move. We all reach a point where we hit a wall, working hard and putting in every ounce of effort, receive no results yet, feeling frustrated and questioning your abilities. Maybe this struggle isn't meant for you to overcome alone. Sometimes hitting a wall is a sign you're in the wrong place. Wanting control and pushing harder won't always lead to change. That's life's reality. You cannot manipulate people's behavior or control how situations unfold according to your desires. The more you resist this truth, the more irritation you will feel. True power lies in choosing which battles to engage in, and which ones to relinquish to a greater force. It is difficult to acknowledge this, as it involves releasing pride and the belief that you can solve every problem independently. We often wish to believe that we can resolve all issues and find solutions for every problem. Keep pushing and giving your all. But there are times when you've reached your limit in trying to find a solution. At that point, it's important to accept that the situation is out of your control and surrender it to a higher power. This is not about being lazy or indifferent, rather it shows wisdom and maturity. Acknowledge that some obstacles are too much for you to handle, and it's okay to let go. It takes strength to step back and understand that not every battle is meant for you to fight alone. When you have a higher perspective, you need to understand that while you may only see a small part of the picture, God sees everything. Instead of trying to control everything, step back and let Him handle what's beyond your reach. Embracing what is out of your control brings freedom and lifts a weight off your shoulders. Not wasting energy on battles that aren't yours allows you to focus on what you can control, trusting God to handle the rest. Surrendering to Him isn't quitting, it's a different approach. There's a strong sense of silent assurance that assures me I do not have to handle everything on my own. This is not a sign of weakness, but rather of wisdom. Surrendering to God does not mean giving up on your dreams, but rather recognizing that you need help to achieve them. It's important to distinguish between quitting and surrendering. Quitting happens when you release something because you feel tired, disheartened, or defeated, while surrendering to God is a deliberate act of letting go. It signifies acknowledging that you no longer want to struggle against a situation when you know there is help available. Believing in a greater purpose means recognizing that your life is not only about what you can achieve on your own, but what can be achieved through you by God. There are times when we feel stuck and unable to continue, but surrendering can be empowering. Instead of quitting, you are relinquishing control and allowing someone more powerful to guide you. Trust in God's guidance and believe that He knows the way better than you do. When you feel confused, giving in isn't a sign of weakness but a sign of confidence in something greater. You are trusting in a higher power and a better plan. You are not abandoning your goals, you are simply admitting that you cannot do everything alone. Life can sometimes overwhelm you, and it's okay to ask for assistance. Surrender brings peace and allows you to let go of worry. Trust in God to guide you. It's not about giving up, but about finding a different way. By entrusting your life to someone stronger, you are allowing yourself the opportunity to flourish and grow, demonstrating true bravery and faith. Surrendering control does not signify weakness, but rather wisdom in knowing when to relinquish the reins and have faith in a higher power. It is realizing that you do not have to face everything alone, and it is a significant act of faith to release your burdens and trust in God's guidance. Worrying can sneak up on you unexpectedly, causing small concerns to escalate and keeping you awake at night. Stressing over things you can't change drains your energy and leaves you tired and anxious. Ultimately, worrying doesn't solve problems or help you reach your goals. Consider how it affects you every hour. An hour spent worrying is like having an hour of peace taken away from you, never to be regained. When you worry, fear is taking hold of you, leading you in the wrong direction. Instead of focusing on what could go right, you're putting all your energy into what could go wrong. This fear creates a cycle that holds you back, making you doubt every decision. It's time to break free from that cycle. God doesn't want you to live in fear and doubt. Overwhelmed with fear, He desires for you to experience peace by trusting in His control, even when the complete picture is unclear. When you worry, it's as if you're doubting His ability to handle things, but He is willing to relieve you of that burden. With open arms, He stands ready for you to admit, "I can't bear this anymore." To release worry, you must first recognize that you can't manage everything alone. It may seem simple, but it holds great power. Simply say, "God, I surrender this to you. I have faith in your plan." Knowing what is best for me is not a singular decision, but rather an ongoing daily and sometimes even hourly choice to surrender my worries and choose faith over fear. When I let go of my concerns, I feel a shift in my mood and find relief from the weight of anxiety. This allows me to breathe easier, sleep better, and feel lighter. I am no longer burdened by a weight that I was not meant to carry, freeing me to focus on what is important and brings me joy and purpose. In God, I find reassurance that He is greater than anything I face. When you entrust your worries to Him, you aren't surrendering, you are receiving peace. Choosing to release what you can't control to Him, the only one truly capable, is the way to gain peace. Faith involves actively moving forward, not just hoping things will sort themselves out. Any effort on your part. Even when the way ahead is uncertain, having faith means believing in the unseen, trusting the unproven, and continuing to progress. Putting one foot in front of the other, even without knowing what lies beneath, is essential. Mere words of faith are not enough. Action is required. If you truly have, action is required. Faith in God's plan and guidance, you must start moving forward, even if you are unsure of the destination. Trust in God's direction will propel you onwards. It can be difficult to step out in faith when you feel comfortable staying where you are, but faith calls you to move forward and reach for what lies ahead, even if it is frightening. Faith does not guarantee an easy path, but it does promise a worthwhile destination. Embracing challenges is often a part of following faith. In moments of uncertainty, faith grows as you learn to rely on God for guidance through challenges. Faith provides strength to overcome obstacles and encourages moving forward without fear. Trust in God to lead you in the life you are meant to live. You will encounter God on the other side of each step, as He has already cleared the path. Living with strong faith demonstrates trust in God and belief in His plan. This kind of faith can move mountains, transforming and guiding you towards a purposeful and abundant life that is beyond your own imagination. Accepting this is one of the most challenging aspects of faith. Life is all about timing. We often desire immediate success, love, and answers, but God works on His own timeline. Rushing can lead to missing out on the perfect moments He has in store for us. Sometimes we may be ready, but the world around us isn't. It's possible that there is something better waiting for us if we are patient and wait for it. Reflect on past instances when rushing led to regret. Later, it might turn out that what you thought was a perfect match, whether it be a job or a relationship, was actually not the right fit for you. Timing is crucial, and sometimes we have to wait longer than we would like, but God has a plan and a purpose for making us wait. Perhaps He is using the delay to cultivate patience in you or to equip you for a bigger purpose that is currently beyond your understanding. Every moment of waiting is a moment where He is behind the scenes orchestrating things for your success. In this waiting period, you can either become stressed and question the delay, or you can have faith in God's perfect timing. Utilize this time to grow, deepen your faith, and get ready for the blessings ahead. Waiting with intention has the ability to transform a challenging time. During a period of growth and readiness, when the appropriate moment arrives, you will understand the reason for your wait. Everything will come together in ways beyond your control. Reflecting back, you will see that each delay and moment of waiting was valuable. God's timing is always perfect, precisely when you need it. Embrace the wait. It is not wasted time but a blessing. God's timing is superior because He sees the bigger picture. Believe in God's timing, even when it's difficult. Trying to control every detail leads to frustration and disappointment. Trust in the process, and understand that things will happen when they were meant to. Believe in God to manage it. Implying that you can handle it alone shows a lack of need for assistance. Life isn't about controlling every result but about adapting and having faith that things will unfold in their own way. Forcing something is like struggling against the current, leading to exhaustion and stress, while letting go and trusting in a superior plan allows for easier and more peaceful navigation. Focusing solely on reaching your goal causes you to overlook the valuable lessons, personal growth, and connections made during the journey. Life is about more than just the end result. It's about learning, evolving, and meeting new people along the way. Rushing and forcing things bypass these important aspects. Distinguishing between effort and force is crucial. Effort involves hard work and dedication, while force involves trying to make things happen that may not be meant to be. When you make an effort, you are playing your part and entrusting the outcome to God. When you try to force things, you are attempting to take on His role. When you try to force things, you are attempting to take on His role and manipulate what should happen naturally. Have faith that what is meant for you will come without you needing to push, stress, or control it. Trust that what God has planned for you will come in a way that feels right and aligns with your true self. You will recognize it as meant for you because it will bring peace, not struggle. Sometimes detours occur unexpectedly. Anticipate being on a journey, thinking progress is being made, but then facing unexpected challenges that push you in a different direction. It can be frustrating, but detours often lead to personal growth by taking you out of your comfort zone and forcing you to rely on newfound strengths. Despite feeling lost during detours, they can ultimately be beneficial. Feeling lost as if you veer straight off course and can't find your way back to your desired destination may be a sign that you are not meant to go back. Sometimes, God guides you in a different direction because where you re-headed may not be what's best for you. Trusting in God's plan, even when you encounter detours, is essential in embracing the journey and letting go of your own timeline. Embracing the detour is recognizing that it is part of the bigger picture and trusting that God knows where you are truly meant to be headed. You may have had a plan, but there is a greater plan at play that you may not currently see. Trust that detours have a purpose and release the need to control every detail. Embrace the unexpected blessings and opportunities that can come from detours, learn valuable lessons, and uncover hidden strengths. Setbacks could be a setup for something better. Trusting the detour can lead to greater opportunities and possibilities than initially planned, as human nature typically resists change. Unexpected events that turn out to be beneficial are not mere accidents, but divine redirection. The detours you encounter in life are meant to guide and shape you towards your true destination, teaching you valuable lessons along the way. Trust that each detour has a purpose, even if it may feel uncomfortable or unclear at the time. Embrace the detour as part of your journey towards where you are meant to be. We desire to understand the reasons behind occurrences in life, seeking explanations to make sense of the chaos. However, not everything will be clear to us, and accepting this can be difficult, especially for those used to having all the answers. Letting go of the need for understanding may be the key to finding peace, as constant analysis and replaying of events can keep us stuck in our own minds. Attempting to interpret every detail prevents you from living in the moment. When you obsess over the past or future, you overlook the present. Embracing the unknown isn't ignorance, but a choice to focus on the present. God works in mysterious ways, with plans that go beyond our understanding. The movement that is not fully comprehended until later is why faith is crucial. Faith involves trusting even when the purpose is not understood, believing in a reason that may not be visible yet. Surrendering the need for understanding means accepting that not everything needs to be known, just trusting it is part of a plan. By releasing the need for everything to make sense, space is created for peace to enter and for living freely. Lacking consistent questioning and the never-ending demand for explanations may leave you in the dark about why events unfold, but it doesn't diminish their significance. Understanding may not occur immediately, sometimes taking years or never happening at all, yet your encounters remain meaningful. Every experience, obstacle, and setback contributes to your growth, even if the outcome is unclear. Trust that it all serves a purpose and let go of the need for complete comprehension. Have faith in knowing you are in the right place, even if it's unclear. Accept that you can't control every result, and that's fine. Allow God to take care of what you can't understand. Stop trying to comprehend everything and make space for peace. There's much in life beyond your control, including other people's actions and outcomes. The circumstances of life may be unpredictable, but you have the ability to control your response, actions, and mindset. By focusing on what you can control, you can find peace and inner strength. Conversely, when you invest your energy in things beyond your control, you may feel frustrated and powerless. It's important to recognize and prioritize what is within your power. In all circumstances, your true power lies in how you respond, rather than trying to control the situation. Letting go of what doesn't help you and focusing on what you can control is key. Opting for peace instead of bitterness or anger is a daily choice. Even in chaos, you may not alter the world, but you can decide your attitude towards it. Kindness and resilience are choices you can make. Decide to improve instead of resentful. When you shift your focus to what you can control, you will see a change. Life no longer seems so heavy. You are no longer trying to manage everything outside of yourself. Instead, you are concentrating on improving yourself, your attitude, actions, and mindset. This is significant because when you change, your world changes with you. God doesn't expect you to control everything, just to be faithful to what's in front of you. By focusing on what you can control and trusting God with the rest, you are choosing peace and letting go of the need to control everything. Don't waste energy on things out of your hands. Work on yourself, show integrity, think positively, and leave the big stuff to God. When you release control, you are entering a more serene, centered life that aligns with your authentic self. Despite feeling misunderstood at times, God understands you like no one else ever could, knowing your innermost thoughts and emotions. Remember this when you feel lost or unsure. God knows your potential even when you doubt yourself. He sees the greatness within you, despite your own doubts. While you may see flaws and weaknesses in yourself, God sees beyond that to the strengths and resilience you may overlook. Remember, God knows why you are in a tough season, and the purpose behind it because He created you and knows what you are made of. God understands every challenge, diversion, and setback, even when you don't. Knowing you are not alone and someone comprehends you can bring peace. You don't need to have everything sorted out because God already does. He knows your needs before you ask and what will truly bring happiness, joy, and fulfillment. Often, we pursue things we believe will make us happy, only to be left feeling empty, but God knows. God understands what will bring true contentment to your soul, even if it differs from what you believe you desire. When you feel uncertain or questioning your value and purpose, remember that God truly knows and loves you just as you are. He is not fixated on your errors or shortcomings, but on your possibilities, development, and path. Have faith in the fact that you are accepted and cherished by the one who comprehends you better than anyone else could ever do in this world. Being still in our hectic lives can seem like a rare treat as we are always rushing from one thing to the next, seeking to check off tasks. In the chaos of daily life, it can be easy to lose sight of what truly holds importance and to overlook the messages God is sending us. Taking a moment to be still doesn't mean doing nothing, but rather it is about making room for God's guidance to shine through. It involves allowing yourself to take a break and ponder on your actions. When we are constantly in motion, we may miss out on important moments of reflection. When you operate on autopilot, you respond to life instead of intentionally engaging with it. Taking the time to be still allows you to reset, think, connect with your purpose, and realign with your values. Stillness brings clarity that busyness cannot. It offers a moment to breathe, release stress, and listen to what God is communicating. Embracing stillness may feel uncomfortable if you reaccustom to a fast-paced lifestyle. The thoughts and worries you've avoided are surfacing, causing discomfort. These moments are crucial for growth as they provide opportunities to address what's been holding you back. In quiet moments, God can reveal insights you may have overlooked. Listening involves understanding the message beyond just hearing words. Being still and receptive helps you notice things you may have missed before, like a new insight or thought. A different viewpoint could be a sense of calm or a gentle push towards a different route, signaling divine guidance to show you the way. By being too preoccupied to pay attention, you risk overlooking the valuable insight God offers. Quiet moments allow for clearer thoughts and the chance to hear God's message. Giving yourself the opportunity to truly listen may reveal unexpected revelations. God's direction is often subtle, not forceful. He urges you to discover stillness by intentionally creating moments where you indicate your presence and willingness to listen. This is when true transformation can start. Set aside time to be calm, even if only for a few minutes today. Remove distractions, block out the noise, and allow yourself to hear God's voice. In that peaceful environment, you will discover clarity, guidance, and a sense of peace that is unrivaled. You will come to rely on stillness as a source of inner strength, not as a vulnerability, and appreciate it as a gratitude is a potent tool in your connection with God. It is a powerful force in your life. By concentrating on what you are grateful for, you begin to perceive the world differently. Switching from a mindset of scarcity to one of plenty, you cease fixating on what is lacking and begin valuing all that you possess. Gratitude is a decision that can revolutionize your life. Allowing gratitude to guide you means welcoming more blessings into your heart. It is effortless to become consumed by what is absent rather than what exists. Continuing on your path but concentrating on those aspects only leads to increased distress and unhappiness. However, opting for gratitude means recognizing the existing blessings and finding positivity even in challenging circumstances. Gratitude is not about avoiding problems, but about discovering beauty amidst them and acknowledging reasons to be grateful even during the hardest times. Making gratitude a regular practice helps in appreciating the little things. Finding joy can come from simple things like feeling the sun on your face, sharing laughter with a friend, or enjoying a peaceful evening. These moments enrich your life and bring contentment to your heart. By appreciating these small blessings, you can cultivate a peaceful inner sense that is not reliant on outside factors. Joy is not just stumbled upon, but rather something you actively build through gratitude. Expressing thankfulness to God for your blessings also strengthens your connection with Him. Recognizing His presence in your life means acknowledging that all good things come from Him, trusting in His guidance and provision even when it's not fully understood. Gratitude is an expression of faith, signifying belief in His care. This faith brings comfort, even in times of imperfection. Living gratefully doesn't exempt you from challenges, but it shifts your perspective, helping you find lessons in struggles and growth in setbacks. Having strength comes from recognizing that there are always things to be grateful for. This mindset doesn't make hardships vanish, but it does make them more manageable. Gratitude transforms obstacles into chances and setbacks into lessons. Allow gratitude to lead you. Begin and end each day by acknowledging what you appreciate. Let that feeling of gratitude overwhelm your heart, mind, and soul. When you live with gratitude, you're reopting to concentrate on the good and recognize God's existence in everything. By choosing to make it a part of your life, you are allowing more blessings to enter and enrich your life with happiness, tranquility, and meaning.